Welcome back to episode 11 of our Ocarina of Time walkthrough. As promised in this episode, we will visit the Gorons and head to Goron City. But before we do that, in completing the Mask side quest, we're going to head to Castle Town and go visit the Happy Mask shop. Now that we had previously talked to the guard who was guarding the gate heading up to the Death Mound, that opened up the Happy Mask shop side quest. And we can head on in there and get the Keaton Mask. So, if you head on into the Happy Mask shop, talk to the Happy Mask sales guy. He's so happy that his business is now opened up, and he'll tell you a little bit about how you can borrow a mask, sell it, and then bring the profit back to him. And after we've done that, we'll become happy ourselves. Yay! So anyway, let's borrow the Keaton Mask. Now, if we talk to people with the mask on, they'll respond differently to us than speaking to them with the mask off. So, just as an example, the lady with the lost dog here that we got the heart piece from earlier, if we talk to her, she'll tell us about her puppy, but then wearing the Keaton Mask, she's got quite a different response. I guess she thinks the Keaton Mask looks like a fox, and she doesn't like foxes. Alright, now time to head back to Kakariko Village, and we'll go find that guard who was guarding the gate again, and see what he thinks about our Keaton Mask. So if you remember from our earlier episode, Kakariko Village was at the base of Death Mound, and then from there we have to head up through that soldier who was guarding the gate. And then up Death Mound Trail in order to get to Goron City. If you remember, when we first talked to the soldier, he opened the gate when we showed him Zelda's letter and asked us to go to the Happy Mask shop and get the Keaton Mask for him. So put it on before speaking to him. Here he's gonna play it off like he doesn't know what it is, like Keaton, something character mask, and it's his boy's favorite toy, but under all that disguise, we all know that it's actually for him, because guess what? He's wearing it. But we just made 15 rubies, or actually 5 rubies after we pay back the 10, so we made a profit on it. Anyway, we're not going to head back to Castle Town quite yet, because we're going to head up to Goron City. So the mask will have to wait. As we head up Death Mound Trail, we encounter yet another new enemy called Tektite. They will take 2 standard sword hits in order to kill our 1 jump attack. The Tektite can also be Z-targeted, of course, and 2 hits with the Fairy Slingshot will take them away. After each hit, they'll jump 3 times. You may have noticed the sound of the gold statula that we ran by. We'll have to come back from, since we can't actually get him yet. And here we meet our first Goron. He's going to tell us a little bit about the Gorons. As a race, they're stone-eating people who live up on Death Mound, love to eat big boulders and rocks. But Dodongon's cavern is now blocked, which is where that giant stone is. Oh no. So they can't get in there and eat all of their delicious rocks. The Godor in black armor, of course, is the one who the Great Decker Tree warned us about and who we saw in the castle with Princess Zelda. The evil Ganondorf. So after talking with him, we'll go ahead and continue up the trail until we get to Goron City, which after you make the climb up this hill will be on the right. So very right. If you veer left, that takes you all the way up Death Mound, and you can't really go that way yet. Watch out for the rolling Goron here. The best solution is to stay to the left. Otherwise, he can actually knock you off, and you can fall to your death. All these rocks here will contain hearts, so each rock actually has 3 hearts. So if you need a few life refills, go and throw one. And then head on into Goron City. Well, after learning about the top sirloin rocks from Dodongan's Cavern, go ahead and just jump all the way down to the very bottom. And if you notice Navi flying by the door there, turning green. And there's a Goron here who tells you that the Big Brother has shut himself up in his room and won't come out until he hears from a messenger from the royal family. So, standing on the carpet, play Zelda's Lullaby, and he'll know that a messenger has arrived from the royal family. We head into the room, we'll get to meet Darunia, who is Big Brother, and he is in a terrible mood right now. Again, we learn how we're just a little kid, so what are we doing here? Should there be a larger messenger who's an adult? He's really angry. So the obvious solution to the problem is to make him happier. So, pull your ocarina once again, and play Serena's song, so he can hear music from the forest. He will like that, and start dancing. And his day will change. Or his mood, anyway. Well, yeah, if you don't mind, I'll take the Spiritual Stone of Fire, since that's what Princess Zelda and I talked about. But of course, it won't be quite that easy. Guess we'll need to go inside of Dodongan's Cavern and go kill a bunch of monsters in order to be able to get the stone. And even then, maybe we won't. He'll just talk to us about it. But in the meantime, he does have something very useful for us that we'll need. So with the Goron bracelet, we can now pick up bomb flowers. Well, now we may be able to find a way to get into Duncan's Cavern if we can only blow up that giant rock in front of it. Alright, while leaving, you'll notice there's some fire here in his room, so pull out a Decker stick, and we're going to run around and light a bunch of torches. So as we head back out of the room, you'll see all the torches on the left. Just make a big circle and light all of them. That'll cause us to spin, and the giant pot in the middle of the room will start spinning. Not anything that we're going to do with it now, but if you throw bombs into it, it will give you rubies. Depending on how you throw the bomb into it. Our bombs are a piece of heart, based on the face. It's rather, you can't actually get the piece of heart now using the bomb flowers, but it'd be easier to do later after we actually have bombs, so we'll hold off on that. Anyway, if you run into the room that I just ran into and place a bomb, that will open up the shortcut to the Lost Woods. So now if we ran through there, which we're not going to do right now, you would actually appear in the Lost Woods back in the Ocarina Forest. So now that that's done, go ahead and just run all the way back out, and we'll go back outside. See the bomb flowers now that we have the bracelet, we can pick them up and drop one down in front of the door. That'll blow the door open. And if you notice, there's another door in front of that. There's quite a few doors back there that actually eventually we could get to after blowing up, I think, 6 or 7 doors. A guy back there selling the biggest sword, but he's not very good at making them. So if you buy one from him, it'll only be good for a few uses and then it will break. Anyway, we're not going to do that right now. He requires a couple hundred rubies, which we don't even have. So we're just going to run on out and go back outside. After appearing back outside on Death Mountain Trail, go to your right this time, and you'll see a Goron there and a sign. So he is actually guarding the huge bomb flower there that is growing in the dark, which is unusual. Anyway, I went ahead and played Silly Songs here just so it'll be daylight and everybody can see what's about to happen. But anyway, go and pick up the bomb flower and just throw it straight overboard. Boom! The rock is gone and Duncan's Cavern is now open. So we can now run all the way down and get inside. So go back down the hill, make the first right-hand turn, and that will be the entrance to the second dungeon of the game. If you have any bugs with you, you'll notice the soft spot in the ground there. You can dump your bugs in there to collect a gold statula. First, that will be token number 16. So if you are hurt and need any ruby refills, right to the left, since I got hurt killing the gold statula, there's a bunch of rocks that will have hearts in them as well. So you can completely refill your life. Well, thank you for joining me. On this next video, we will conquer Duncan's Cavern.